We are moving to... Hey guys, it's Mimi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am joined today with my wonderful husband, Eric. You guys know him, you love him. No need for an introduction here. If this is, though, the first time that you are on my channel, hello. Again, my name is Mimi, and I make videos all about LDS doctrine, news, and culture, and then a little sprinkle of our lives as well. Is that weird?
Sprinkle.
Little sprinkle.
That's weird.
So today's video, we are going to be giving you a little bit of a life update. I feel like it's been a while since, we've actually talked about, where we're at, what we're doing with school and work.
Since the summer, right?
Yeah, so it's been a while. We want to catch you guys up, and then we also wanted to do a Q&A here as well, just to catch you guys up. We have some new faces around here, so we thought we would let you guys get to know us a little bit more. So before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you guys along this journey with us. And before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to give a huge thank you to this week's sponsor, Vaunt. You may have noticed something a little bit different about our set here today is we have added some beautiful fairy string lights that Eric actually put up for me. But I absolutely love them. I think it just adds a little extra something. I absolutely love adding fairy lights everywhere. That was actually one of the first things that I added to our wedding registry, believe it or not.
It's all about controlling the amount of fairy lights in the home.
But I think for my little corner here with my jewelry, where I do my videos, it's absolutely perfect. So Vaunt actually believes that there's nothing better than smart, inexpensive electronic innovations. Vaunt products are designed and manufactured with meticulous attention to detail and eco-friendly materials. These are the products that I have up there. It's the Starry string lights, and they're water resistant, so you can actually use them indoor or outdoor. And these are actually copper wire. If you want to shape them into a specific shape, you can do that too. They're really easy to work with, super easy to install. I'm really excited to use them for the holiday season. And this video is actually a giveaway as well. We're going to be giving away...
Giveaway alert!
We are going
Can't wait to get edited out.
I'll keep that in. We are going to be giving away one box of these Starry string lights, the same ones that we just got hooked up here, to one of you guys. It's super simple to enter. All you have to do is 3 steps. First, you have to subscribe to me here on YouTube, then follow me on Instagram, which I'll have my Instagram username right here. And then once you do that, all you have to do is comment below on this video, say you've entered, and give your Instagram handle, so that way I can verify that you actually followed.
So you're saying if I'm already subscribed to you on YouTube and following you on Instagram, I just have to comment and I'm entered?
Yes, that is correct.
Ballin'.
Because I know some of you guys are the real MVP. You've already followed me on both, so thank you. And yeah, I absolutely love these lights. I can't wait for when you guys to try them out. You do have to be over 18, and you have to live in the United States in order to win. Can't wait.
I'm gonna win this. I'm going for it.
Eric, we already have 2 boxes.
I'm about to get one.
Eric always enters my giveaways, and I'm like, even if you won, I couldn't give it to you because that looks sketchy.
But as you know, the law requires that the odds must be true and accurate, and everyone has a fair chance. So if I win, I deserve it, guys. Come on.
But you haven't won because you never tag enough friends. Some people tag a lot of people.
I mean, I'm gonna try, but not try too hard.
Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, so life update. Yay!
Life. So the last life update you did was over the summer. So we were working out in LA. You were working remotely. I was working down there. And then we came back to school, right? So you haven't told them anything.
You guys know that we're back here in Provo. We were both in our senior year at BYU, actually just in our last month now. That is crazy.
And thanks to coronavirus, we are not going to campus for classes anymore. So it's kind of over, kind of not.
Coronavirus cancels our graduation.
True.
I'm actually kind of sad. I know some people are excited because graduation ceremonies are really long and kind of boring, but I am really sad because the last day I went to school, I just had 1 class, and it was my last day of college ever, and I didn't even know it. That is wild. And so I'm sad that my graduation's canceled. All of our classes are moved online. I'm not gonna get a chance really to say goodbye to anybody or like say goodbye to BYU.
Because like all the club activities are canceled too. So like I was like, oh, they'll be smaller, no big deal. But no, everything.
Every single thing on campus is closed pretty much. And so I'm just really sad that I'm not gonna be able to get to see my friends again before we go, because a lot of us are graduating and headed all over the country. And so I don't know of another chance that we're all gonna be together. And I know a lot of people have it worse, like are in really kind of scary situations, but I still think it's sad not to have our last couple months of school. But it's okay. Eric obviously is not too worried about it. We have our classes online now. We're still getting our caps and gowns because we got to get pics for the gram and proof that we did it, you know? I feel like that's just like a big diploma thing. Well, and the pictures. And drum roll please, we have an exciting announcement. I know some of you guys who are following me on Instagram and have been really closely following us. Thank you, first of all. Love you guys so much. You guys know that Eric had an internship last summer in Southern California. And what's really cool is that after his internship, he got offered a full-time position for after he graduates. So his company is really big. There's a lot of different locations all across the whole country. And so for a while, we were kind of in limbo because we didn't have our assignment of which location we would be going to. So just last week, we actually found out, and I know some of you guys have been asking, like, do you know where you're going yet? The answer has been no. There's been some like changes within his company, so it's kind of been like not a big priority to get us our location. But we have it now, and we know where we're going, and I'm just so relieved because we're supposed to find out in December. Yeah. And it's March. But anyway, we are moving to Phoenix, Arizona. I can't wait. Honestly, you guys know I love living in Utah. I feel like Phoenix is the next best thing, right? It's gonna be warm. Like all winter, I've been scraping the car like, please can we go somewhere warm next year? And look! So if you guys know the Phoenix area, please let me know. I've never been there.
I visited Mesa once. That's it.
So we want to know the ins and outs of like what good areas there are to live in. I'm already so excited. The temple is beautiful. We know there's a lot of Latter-day Saints out there, so represent.
And when church starts back up again, we'll get to meet them.
I know. This does mean that I will no longer be a part of Saints Unscripted once we move, obviously. I know some of you guys have been asking about that, but I don't know if I can say all this, but we brought some new hosts onto the show that we've been starting to integrate into the normal cast to be there, you know, when I leave. So I am so sad I won't be on, you know, Saints Unscripted anymore, but I'm excited that I have this channel still, and I'll still be able to connect with you guys. I want to start doing more spiritual content on this channel as well, just because I love it. And the new hosts are honestly great. You guys are gonna love them. I hope you still keep supporting the show after I'm no longer there. Not that I'm like even a big deal. So that's that. I got a new job. I don't know if I really talked about this, but I started it back in like July. I really, really like it. You guys know I used to work at the jewelry company. I now work for just a different company. I'm still doing social media marketing and content creation, and honestly, I'm even so much happier at my new company. I really love the people I work with, and it's fully
better culture, really.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that. I can maybe go into detail more in another video. Guys, that'd be bad. I'm really happy with the company culture, with where I am now. It's kind of cool because my company's actually based in New York, but we're on a fully remote team. So I'm in Utah. A lot of my coworkers are like in Washington and on the East Coast. So it's really cool to be able to work with a team in that capacity, and I'm really happy with where I'm at too. So that's what I'll be doing after graduation. Eric will be starting his new job hopefully in May. I mean, we'll see how everything works out with what's going on right now, but probably around then, right after we graduate. So now what we're gonna do is just answer a couple of questions that you guys have sent in. I asked you guys for questions just on my Instagram, so if you're not following me over there, don't forget to do that, because sometimes I ask for like questions and things like this for videos. So,
alright, the first question we have to answer is one that Mimi's been getting all over the place for a long time, and that is everyone saying, when are you guys having kids?
Yeah.
So, that's actually a question we've been asking ourselves a lot as well. Something we've been praying about a lot, and basically the only answer we've gotten so far is not yet. So that's all we can tell you guys. So, you know, we're looking forward to when we have kids, but just now's not the time yet. We've been praying about it and just doesn't feel like it's the right time for us to have kids. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll let you guys know when we know more, but still waiting on word too.
And we want to get a puppy soon. I'm really excited to get a puppy. Eric is surprisingly picky when it is coming to seeing dog breeds that he likes. But
here's the thing with a
we'll
dog,
see.
all right? If you could just pick one up and have it for a while, see if you liked it and take it back, that'd be no big deal.
Oh my
I'd be
gosh.
so fast and like, yeah, that one looks good, let's go. But the problem is you get a puppy because they're super cute, and then they change color on you.
Sometimes.
Or their personality sucks and it's chewing up all your crap and just like,
You just have to
you
train
have
it.
to get the right dog.
I grew up with pets. Eric didn't. It's uncharted territory for us as a couple. But we are going to be getting a puppy soon. But if you know any cute breeds that stay small, don't bark a lot, let us know. Okay, the next question is, what's your favorite memory together? Let's say besides like our wedding.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
a specific
So that's a tough question for me, honestly. And I don't think that's a bad thing. That's a really hard question for me to answer because, like, I just enjoy every time that we spend time together.
Aww.
And, like, I don't want to sound like sappy or anything, but like literally, if I think, oh, it was the greatest thing we ever did, like, I don't know, Mimi and I do a lot of fun stuff together. We have a lot of good times.
Yeah.
Like, we're happy. It's not like once every 3 months we go one fun thing and that's it. And besides that, we're just like bored and angry or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
life is good, so it's hard to just nail down one happy thing aside from like the obvious ones that are lame, like getting married.
Well, I don't think that's lame.
It's
I just
lame to
didn't want
say
that to
it,
be
though.
both our answer. I think I agree with you, but I also think some of the big life things, like when you found out you got your job or when we moved for the first time, like it was scary, but like settling into our apartment in California, like I like those like big memories, just because I like that we do it together. Because, like, a lot of big life things I can't even imagine doing alone. Like, I know people do it, but I would so much rather do it with you. What helped you decide to get married? We actually have a whole, like, video about that because we did a 3-part series of how we met and our engagement and when we got married. So, definitely recommend checking out those videos.
And then also on Saints Unscripted, we just did something about that
Yeah.
too.
So, we'll also have a video coming out on Saints Unscripted about that. But overall, for me, like, short answer is I just couldn't imagine my life without him. Thinking about the future, when I would think about the future, he was just in it. You know, it was kind of like almost like a no-brainer. And I didn't really experience that with other people I had dated in the past. Through a lot of prayer, ultimately we both made the decision.
Yeah, I would say a similar kind of thing. Obviously, prayer is the most important thing. I always just felt good about it the whole time. And, you know, just when I spent time with Mimi, I actually... like, I felt like love for her, and I also kind of felt the spirit as well, and so that was a really good sign for me, among other things that, like, I mean, again, go check out the other video and see more detail, but, like, I mean, that's really it, is just realizing that Mimi is the kind of person that would help me to continue to grow throughout my life, and that spiritual connection was there, too.
What's the best marriage advice you've ever received?
I heard a lot of people would say, don't go to bed angry. And I don't think necessarily you have to hold exactly to that, but I think the key message there is just not letting issues kind of go away on their own. Don't just kind of say, oh, you know what, fine, we're mad, let's just leave it.
Yeah.
But instead realizing it's important to be able to talk through things and communicate and work through it. Because Mimi and I have very different personalities. Just like the way that we were raised and just everything is like super different from how we expect everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like we're demanding our way or anything, but just like, I'll assume it's going to be one way, she'll assume it's going to be another way, and then, like, they don't match up, and we're both kind of confused, and then just the important thing has been communication.
Yeah.
And realizing that, like, if either of us does something the other person doesn't like, or actually hurts them, we didn't mean to do that, we obviously love each other, so instead, it's okay, let's talk about this, figure out why it's happening, be able to make steps there, because, like, change takes time, but if you never talk to them, they can never start that time to change it.
Yeah. Where's a place you both want to travel to?
For me, I would say go on a cruise, but now's a bad time.
Yeah, we were gonna go on a cruise and now we can't go. Okay, I know one place though that we both want to go is Thailand. It's really cheap, but also we both love food. And so I think that would be really fun to go.
I'm looking forward to going to some kind of like tropical all-you-can-eat or all-inclusive resort, just because I like to eat and relax and go do some fun things when I feel like it.
Yeah.
But like sometimes vacations, you're like just traveling so much, and you're driving to here to here to here and doing all this stuff that like it doesn't feel like a break anymore, and it feels like it's more work than being home.
Yeah. No, that's
so like
so true.
A relaxing vacation is somewhere where they just bring you food and you just eat it. That sounds perfect.
So as we like talk about this though, when we talk about our future and vacations, we definitely want to do like mix it up, like do one kind of more touristy, busy vacation, and then a more relaxing one.
Because like when we went to Paris, it was tons of fun, but like it was pretty busy.
It was exhausting.
Like I loved going to Paris, but I think that's like where I want to go next is just something chill.
Yeah, I agree. What's the hardest thing you've learned in your relationship that has made you better? It's a really good question.
I think for me is just recognizing that like I like to think of myself as a very understanding person and that I understand how people feel and I'm usually mindful of that, but just recognizing Mimi's helped me see that like sometimes I'll say things without thinking about it and it will come across in a way that like to me wouldn't be offensive whatsoever, but for other people's personalities would be. So recognizing that like being an understanding person is a lot more complicated than I thought. So like for me I was like, oh yeah, I'm nice to people, I'm understanding, like I get where they're coming from usually, but I think it's weird, like I'll understand where people are coming from, but I often won't necessarily understand how what I say might come across. So it's kind of like weird realizing that facet that I need to work on. Yeah,
and I think even like the reverse of that, I've learned from Eric that you can still be very honest and upfront, and it's not always hurting people's feelings. I'm very sensitive. You guys probably have, you might have put that together. So we're very different in that way, but I think that's actually probably something that we're like the most different about. And so it's actually been really cool learning that from each other when I've been in situations where I used to be a huge pushover and I am a huge people pleaser. And so I would put other people's feelings in front of my own and things like that. So I think Eric has really taught me that it's still important to stand up for myself and how to do that in a way that's still tactful, but it's still confident and brave. What's your favorite thing to do together? Well, what we do a lot is like watch Netflix and shows on Hulu. I love when we find a show that we both enjoy. Sometimes it takes some time, but we found a couple shows that we really like to watch together. We also really like to go rock climbing. That's something that Eric has done his whole life and I started doing when we started dating, that we both love now. We also really like going to the temple together. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Next question here. You guys are too cute. No, we're not too cute. Just the right amount.
This one says, are most of your friends married? Is it difficult to make friends with people outside of the LDS community because they're rarely married at your age? You two seem so mature in comparison. Thank you.
So that's an interesting question
I don't think I'm mature.
That's an interesting question because here in Utah, yeah, it's hard to make friends outside the LDS community, but that's because there's nobody else.
Right.
I think like over the summer, for example, when we were in LA, all the other interns, I did notice it was kind of a little bit weird because we were in just a different phase of life, even though we were all the same age. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, part of that's religious as well because they all want to go out and drink and we don't drink, but I don't know. I could tell there was a little bit of a difference there and how much they wanted to party and do all these different things, whereas we were like,
right.
Not that, I don't know. So it definitely is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Then again, there's all sorts of different types of personalities of people everywhere. So yeah, if you have a whole bunch of partiers and you're not a partier, you're not going to fit in, single or married. So it kind of just depends.
Yeah. And I would say right now in Utah, yes, a lot of our friends are married.
But that's because we're the age that most people our age are married.
Right. And we were in in Provo they actually have married student wards. So we were actually, that's where we met a lot of people. And I feel like it's just easier to make friends and be friends with other people who are married just because you're in the same phase of life. And
because most people are single are worried about dating, and we're not worried about meeting new people to date.
Right, exactly. What's your favorite trait about each other? I think that my favorite trait about Eric is that he's just so level-headed. Like, seriously, he is my rock, and like, he's just so chill about things. He never overreacts. He hardly gets angry because of that. And I just really appreciate the way that he can look at the world logically and make sense of things, where I'm very emotional and sensitive, and it's so nice to have him to talk through things with. No, for real.
No, I'm like laughing because mine is the opposite. I love how excited you get about things and how fun you make everything. Because I feel like if I was with someone that had my same personality, things would be kind of boring. Like, you ever see those couples where they just like sit on a couch and read together silently and like...
You don't even like to read.
I know, but just kind of that vibe. Like, I feel like that could happen, and I'm glad that's not what our life is like. Just Mimi is just so bright all the time and so fun that it helps bring that out of myself more. And whereas I feel like if I was with someone who's more like even, then I don't know, I'd like diminish and just be more boring, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, we're
keep
a
life
perfect
exciting.
match. That's cute. Now, don't get us wrong. This does, like, also, I don't want you guys just to watch this, oh my gosh, like, they're perfect. Like, us being very different is also the cause of conflict sometimes, too. So I just want you guys to know.
Yeah, like, if a problem comes up and I'm, like, chill about it, Mimi's all worried about it, then she'll be like, why aren't you worried? I'm like, why are you worried?
Right. Alright, so those are the questions that we'll be answering today. If you have any more burning questions that you need an answer to, feel free to get in touch with me on Instagram or leave a comment down below in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. We can't wait to chat with you more. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you haven't already. All you have to do is subscribe here on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and then leave a comment below with your Instagram handle and say that you've entered. I will be announcing the winner to this giveaway 1 week after this video is posted on my Instagram. So really excited for one of you guys to win some of these beautiful lights. I'll just have them shipped right over to your house. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Say thank you to Eric in the comments for being in this video with me. And I hope you guys all stay safe and have a great rest of your day. Bye.